Hey everybody, this is Hillbilly Diamonds by Dari. Welcome into my channel. Here we close the door to stress and open our windows to sparkle. I hope this video don't turn out too dark because it's a little cloudy outside, and plus I got on a dark shirt, but I finally got this little iPad figured out. Yeah, I think things work out better when you sit and you figure it out on your own than having somebody do it for you. It took me a few hours to figure it out, but I did. So, this is just a little cheap pad I got for right now. So, with the holidays coming up, I can't afford a more expensive one right now. And guess who is already here? She came here last night. My granddaughter. Yeah. She has a doctor's appointment here in Winston. And we're going to take her to it later this afternoon when my husband gets back home from his appointment that he had very early this morning at the Veterans Clinic. And she's still in the bed. My granddaughter's still in the bed. And I told her, plain as day, do not touch a thing back here on this table. And I hid the scissors. Yeah, and I even went through her bag to make sure she didn't have nothing she brung with her. Because last time she tried to cut up something, I don't know where she got them scissors from. She said they were in her brother's book bag. And I sort of believe that. Because where he goes to school, they have a pencil box. And they have like their little glue sticks in there, their pencils, their crayons, their little, school scissors. Even though they ain't got a point on them, she could still get hurt on them. And, excuse me, I'm sorry about that. Um, I'm waiting for her to get up to eat because she was wanting French toast this morning. I told her I'd make her some. And she said, Grandma, I don't want the frozen kind. I want the kind you make on your own. So I thought, well, that's a good idea. So my husband ate French toast and sausage patties before he left to the house this morning. And then when she gets up, all I have to do is heat her little sausage up in the microwave because it's already cooked. And make her a couple pieces of French toast. Because that girl will eat 2 pieces. And the way I make mine, I beat my eggs up and I put my cinnamon in them. And then, put it in a pan with a little bit of grease and fry them. And then bring them out, put a little butter on them if she wants. Sometimes she don't. And put the syrup on there. Yeah. It's, a simple meal. Her brother didn't want to come here this weekend. But tomorrow we are going back over to the veterans home again. Cause obligated myself to go twice in December and twice in November because of the holidays, and spend time with our veterans. And I'm taking her with me. I'm trying to teach her to be how to give back to people that do so much for other people. God knows her daddy ain't gonna do it. You know, try to teach her nothing like that. But when I was younger, my mom always taught me that. And my mom always taught us children, don't kick a person when they're down. Offer them a helping hand when you can. Like other day, we went and got groceries, and there was a lady in the line behind me. Oh, she was so patient, so patient. Only had like a 20 pack of water, a little small pack of water. And I told the cashier, I said, I didn't see her there with just water, which I didn't. I said, I'm gonna pay for her water for her, you know. And she said, "Are you sure?" The lady said, "Are you sure?" I said, "Yes, because you've been waiting behind me so patient, and I got all this stuff, and I don't want you to have to wait no longer." So they did let her leave out the front door with it because she told the guy at the door that checks the receipts that I'm coming out with a receipt and that water will be on it. So when I got ready to go out the door, he asked me, he said, "Did you pay for a lady's water?" I said, "Yeah, it's right there on my receipt." That way he knows she wasn't trying to shoplift nothing. Because who's going to go in there and shoplift a little case of water? Then again, you never know about people. And I broke my rule. I bought a couple of diamond paintings from Timu. Yeah. Some of them are 20 by 20s, and I'm going to put them into my little container of diamond paintings I take over to the VA. I take the whole container, and when I'm getting it out of the car, I only pull like 6 to 8 out. And then I'll write numbers on them, and then I'll put the numbers in a hat and let the people draw out a number. And whatever number they get, that's the kit they get to work on, which, is a lot of fun. And I got 2 jigsaw puzzles I'm taking. Because there's one gentleman there, him and this lady, that's all they do is work puzzles. So I'm figuring, they can work a 1,000-piece one together. And no, no, no. I did not take none of my Josephine Wall puzzles over there. But I took other ones. Josephine is still in there in my stash. Yeah, she does some beautiful, beautiful puzzles. And I noticed on all her puzzles, all of them is 1,000 pieces or more. I got one in there, it's 1,200 pieces. And it's a Josephine Wall. My son sent it to me, and I looked at it and I'm like, huh, I've already worked this in 1,000 piece. But I went ahead and did that one again because it was one of my favorites. I've been up since 4:30. I had to, he wanted to leave by 6. So time he took his shower and got in there and ate and stuff. I got him out here on time. But I hear her moving around in there. I think she's getting ready to get up. Or maybe she's just going to the restroom. And guess who slept with her last night? Yeah, my little trader, Champ. He slept in there with her. She got him and took him in the room with her. And she got his little blanket, put it up on her little bed, and because she got a twin size bed, and put him in the bed with her. Because we keep 2 twin size beds in there, and when her brother comes, he usually just wind up, he wants to sleep on the couch. So we let him sleep there. But he could sleep in a bed if he wanted to. you know. But when I was younger, I did not like sleeping with my sister in a bed. We had a full bed. I just didn't know. I liked sleeping in my own bed by myself. And then eventually my mom bought us a set of twin beds. So we each had our own bed. I just don't know. I think I'm gonna get my husband some jeans and sweatshirts for Christmas. 'Cause that man sure don't need no more shoes. And he sure don't need no more coats. Maybe I'll get him a couple of dress sweaters, that you dress up in. Maybe I'll get him a couple of them. And my granddaughter, I got her some, well, I can't say because she's in there listening. But I got her some nice things, and I got her brother a little iPad like the one I got. Because when I was down there yesterday, I bought 2 of them. But when he takes it back home, his dad's going to have to put it on the internet there for him. And then when he comes here, if he brings it, I'll put it on my internet. That way, he can play with it or whatever. Oh, excuse me. He's 11, so I think that's a good gift for him. And I put that child safety thing on there, where they can't go to certain websites and watch whatever they want. 'Cause I ain't want some weirdo contacting them, like they do children. I be watching all that on TV. So nowadays you can't trust that many people. And my leftover Halloween candy, I gave it to my grandkids. You know, I gave it to her daddy. I took it over to his house when we picked her up yesterday. And, he said, well, they already got a bag full of Halloween candy they got when they went trick or treating. I said, I know, but we don't need this candy at the house. So they just put it in with what they had. Now, she brought her a few pieces of her own Halloween candy in a little Ziploc sandwich bag. I told her, you don't need to bring that big container of candy you got with you. I've been wanting, and I'm going to have to get in there and make one. I've been wanting a lemon pie. I love lemon pies. Do y'all ever make those? And I like that meringue that's on top of them. I like that too. And then sometimes I like the pie without it. But you can make a no-bake lemon pie. All you had to do is get a graham cracker crust and a can of lemon pie filling. Put the pie filling in the crust. There you have it, a no-bake lemon pie. But my favorite thing is cheesecakes. Oh, I love me some cheesecake. And I make one with blackberries. Instead of putting the cherry pie filling on top of it, I put blackberry, and that's good. And I have taken lemon pudding, instant pudding, and put in with the cream cheese mixture and make a lemon cheesecake. Now that's good too. Now, other day I went to the grocery store and I'm thinking groceries are coming down. Yeah, really coming down. I had a cart full of groceries. I had some different meats and stuff in there and some canned goods, and I had a laundry detergent in there. Chank's dog bed, I had that in there. I bought me a couple of new tops. I had them in there. And I had a couple of outfits for my granddaughter to put under the tree. But she can search the house. She won't find them because they're in the truck hid. I knew she was coming, so I hid her stuff out there. And we got all that put up for her. But them groceries and all that other stuff was only $2.69. And it's like when the woman told me the total price, and that included that lady's case of water. When she told me $2.69, I said, "For real?" And she said, "Yeah, that's the total." I said, "Wow." Oh yeah, and I had all that lunch meat in there for change. I had him 3 bags of treats in there. They last him all month. I had a bag of dog food in there, the lunch meat, the treats. And the lunch meat, I had like 30 packages of an individual lunch meat that he eats. And that's why I said groceries, I think, are starting to come down a little bit. That'd be good if they do, you know. And today they're having that pre Black Friday sale here. And also on Monday they're having a pre Cyber Day sale there. Yeah. So somebody can get in on some good deals, but I'm not going down there in that crowd today. Do not get me in that crowd. Or any of y'all want to try to go to that sale? Or are they having that one at the Walmart where y'all live? They probably do. But I went into Sherry's Live for a little while yesterday. I enjoyed that. She was on there with Joan and Star. They were on there. So, I enjoyed that. But I'm going to head off here and go get ready to feed her because she's sitting in the kitchen now waiting on Grandma. But y'all have a great day. And don't forget to subscribe if you're new to my channel. Give me the thumbs up. Leave a comment because both of those help my channel to grow. And remember, close the door to stress and open the window to sparkle. Y'all have a good afternoon. Bye.